I've been waiting for this for a very long time, and I'm going to be catching that now by the time it comes out. I'm also recording. This is another recording, as you can see there. I'm recording so that I can capture that, right, and then I'll be able to circulate it. Once again, it's the 23rd of June 2021. We will use our media to continue to ask the question from all the members of parliament, from all the MP, from the Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister. Why is it that everybody is looking at the genocide that is taking place in Nigeria and nobody is doing anything? Millions of Nigerians are dying every day, but yet Great Britain, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has not done much, to look into some of those problems. And the problem is a total disintegration out of Nigeria. As you can see, the only way out is to break up Nigeria so that there will be peace. Because if a war starts in Nigeria, the whole world will have to ask those questions why they left it too late without looking into it as quickly as possible. That is the motorcade of the Prime Minister about to leave his building, which is number 10 Downing Street, a popular black door. That door has been in existence for a very long time. I'm sure some of you know. Let me just show you some of the other views. As you can see there, that's the Union flag right on the top there. And number 11 is where the Chancellor also lives as well. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup, and Great Britain must now do something as quickly as possible to look into some of those issues. If otherwise, if a war should break out and lose out, millions of people will have to be killed, and millions of people would have to be in refugee camps, but the world would have to be responsible for not doing anything. This is just one out of so many broadcasts that we'll be doing from here as well. And I think it's coming out. Hello, Prime Minister. Are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria? Prime Minister, are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria currently? Okay. He's already in there, but I've already passed the message to him. So that's the Prime Minister.
Let's hear that again. That is something that is amazing. This is a very defining moment in our struggle as Southerners for our own self-determination in our individual nations, Yoruba, Biafra, Middle Belt, whatever in the South. This is a pivotal moment. Let's play it back again and see what Yomi Koiki said. Listen again. Listen again.
Hello, Prime Minister. Are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria? Prime Minister, are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria currently? Okay. He's already in there, but I've already passed the message to him. So that's the Prime Minister now heading out to the Parliament. My name is Ola Yomi Koiki. So we will continue.
So now, the reason I brought this up, the reason I brought that up, the reason I mentioned this is because if you look at it, when it comes to the resources of the contraption known as Nigeria, I'm telling you categorically that the UK has first refusal on those resources. Just like the French. They make you all think that it's different systems, but it's the same system, but it's quoted in a different language. So you think it's complete different system. In the French system, in the 14 or so African countries controlled by the French, before they talk to any other country, they have to go via the French. Their economy is controlled by the French. Everything is controlled by the French. The same applies with us in those English-speaking countries. But they call it something different. But you don't realize. You think, oh, they're free. They're letting you do this. No. Everything that is being done, everything that's been done by the Fulanis is given tacit support by the British government. And I will prove to you why. I'll prove it to you in just a sec. But I'm just trying to give you a preamble, a background to understand that what Yomi did at that particular point, asking the question on 10 Downing Street, was to bring the problem. You see, there's that saying that, and I'm not going to say that. Let's not even go for that saying. I'm just going to say it. He brought the problem that they've been trying to ignore or hide away from, run away from. The problem of genocide in our nation, in that contraption. The problem of genocide has been perfected on Southerners. He brought it to the doorstep of 10 Downing Street. He brought it. So kudos to Yomi. I want, honestly, kudos. This is a pivotal moment that all of us must celebrate. We need to, it is not, it's a moment we pause and understand that the sacrifice that this young man is making in putting everything on the table and saying, we are going to ask a question. And you notice that Boris Johnson did not answer that question because they haven't got an answer. They haven't got an answer for that question. How do you answer knowing what you did? They are behind the oppression, the suppression of the people of the South. They are behind it and they're supporting the Fulanis. And like I said, this is what I'm telling you. Again, going back to what I was saying. Just like the French have forced refusal on all the resources from all of the French-speaking African countries that they've colonized, the UK has the same thing. And here's why. We've seen planes flying from, suddenly, planes, private jets, flying in, taking gold and going out. I've shared the video on Citizen AY, others have shared it. We've seen planes literally flying out of the country. No accountability, no tracking of the resources, flying out, ending up in the UK. Resources, oil, gold, diamond. There's a company called, there's a new company, it will come to me, that they've opened in the UK that is going to be mining in Zamfara. It's already started mining. But we don't have roads in our own country. We don't have healthcare. We don't have hospitals, bridges, water, light. But the resources that could have provided that is being taken out of the country without the people say so. And it's not what should happen is those resources should first of all, before anything is done, benefit us locally. Can you point to anything that's of benefit in that contraption? Can you? You can't. That is my point. So what we are saying is and here's a proof I want to bring to your attention. So that point was well made by Yomi, and it's something that we must all support. As you're seeing across the screen, please, I'm doing a swim on the 28th of August 2021, 2 to 4 p.m. Please support and donate. The account number is on there. Please do your bit. I need your support. Today I've been up again. I do swimming 3 times a week. I need to swim 150 laps in one day. It will take me about an hour and a half. So far I've been doing my training. I'm up to 62 laps. So I do it 2 or 3 times a week on average, so that I can get myself up to the level where I need to get to be able to make sure I hit the mark and swim at least a minimum of 150 laps. That's 3,000 meters. So I will need your help and support. So the account number is there. Please put in charity swim. Just put in Citizen AY charity swim as a reference point using the same account that we have there. We need your help and support. But anyway, again, the swim is for Yoruba Nation. And in some aspects, it's also for Ninas and everybody else. But the more we can empower our Yoruba people to be aware that they can stand up for their right to self-determination, the more all of us can go our own way and break away from contraction Nigeria. That's what we're trying to do. So now let me go back 1 second. I want to just go back 1 sec. Now, let me do this once again. Okay. Now, I want to show you a picture. To show you how involved the UK are involved in what is happening to us. So if you think there is no connection and you think, oh, we are just talking nonsense, or we're just making it up, I want you to take in the picture that you are about to see in the next few minutes. That picture speaks volumes, and it's something that we have to hold on to and be aware. Now, okay, so let's go into this one. So now you can see. Now, this happened yesterday. Yomi brought it to our attention. I've been following that as well. UK and Nigeria. British Deputy High Commissioner Ben Llewellyn-Jones has just arrived in Benin, Edo State, for a 2-day visit. While visiting, he will meet the governor, Obaseki, and other private sector representatives to discuss UK support for Edo State government of Nigeria agenda to create jobs, improve livelihoods, and protect lives across the state. But hang on a minute. When we talk to you about the fact that there's genocide, there is almost no comment made. There has been no comment. I have written to my senator and my MP. I've written to my MP on this very subject. I wonder if I have it somewhere close by. Let me see if I can even provide it. I don't know if I can provide it. I've written to my own local MP, and the answer they gave me was that they believe in the democracy that is currently being practiced by the Fulani government. Now, the question I have to ask you, as a Southerner, do you believe we're in a democracy? Do you believe that we are, what is being operated right now in contractual Nigeria is a democracy? Yes or no? It is as simple as that. And I know that if you're a Southerner, your answer will be no, because you cannot speak up. They're even taking away, they're shutting down Twitter, they're trying to shut down Facebook, they're trying to shut down all our communication lines with our people back home as diasporans. So there's clear evidence that we're not in a democracy. And to top it all, of course, the governance, we are being ruled by military decree, and I will keep saying it. A decree number 24 of 1999 is what is being used to oppress and suppress each and every one of us till today. And it has the tacit support of the British government. Because in the middle of this chaos, not once has the British government said, okay, we are going to have a round table. We want to have a discussion. We'll bring the UN, we'll bring US, we'll bring UK, we will sit down, the Northerners, the Southerners, all of us on the table and discuss the problem. Instead, they are pressing forward with this charade to tell us, to give an appearance of everything working okay. And Edo State, we all know, is about oil, isn't it? Edo State is all about oil. Exactly, there's no democracy in Nigeria, Balogun or Nikeku. Thank you very much. So yeah, we are going for Yoruba nation. What we are trying to do here is we're going for Yoruba nation, we're going for Biafra nation, we're going for Middle Belt, we're going for all of these things. Now, please don't forget, I'm going to come back and read to you about the reasons why Buhari cancelled the trip. So we haven't forgotten that, but I wanted to give you the context as to the reasons why all of this is happening. Already I've shown you 37 billion naira in 2020 for the National Assembly, and then we're in 2021. The same National Assembly is leaking. Where has the 37 billion naira gone? Where has the 37 billion naira gone? These are the questions we should be asking. Now, here we have a Deputy High Commissioner, Ben Llewellyn-Jones, arriving in Benin, talking about business, signing contracts. Do you think the contract they're signing is going to improve the lives of Southerners in their own land? We will have safety and security. We will have light, water, road, schools, bridges, hospitals. We will have that. It's of no concern of theirs. They don't care. All they want is those resources, the oil, the gold, everything else. That's what they want. They are not interested in how that impacts the lives of the people that they're exploiting. They're not interested in that. That is why we must take this on. This is why we, as Southerners, must take this on. Forget this nonsense about trying to follow anything that they tell us. Look, in the UK, do you know that they subsidize their culture? Do you know that the UK subsidized their culture? The government provided 2 billion naira during this COVID-19 for their cultural activities, filming, everything in filming, music, culture and dance, theaters. The government has provided 2 billion naira and $2 billion and pounds, 2 billion pounds today, and even then they're still being taken to court. How much does the contraption called Nigeria provide for your culture? I'm asking a simple question. How much does the contraption called, how much does it provide for your own culture? Does it promote, when you promote culture, you provide jobs. So in Yoruba land, for example, if there was enough money to allow our culture to rebound, to flow, to flourish, you will create jobs, because each and every part of Yoruba land, we have so much culture. Same thing in Biafra. There's so much culture that if you invested, if you subsidize those culture, they can become foreign income earners. People will come to see our culture instead of going to museums. I don't know if many of you are aware. Are you aware that many of our cultural artifacts, they are all over Europe? Are you aware of that? Do you know do you know the impact of those things on Africa? Let me tell you. The impact of those artifacts in Europe is that instead of us benefiting from our own ancestral cultural artifacts in our own land, those money, it goes to the countries where they've stolen, where they came and stole from us and put it in their museums. And then we wonder why we don't have any jobs. But those same countries, they are giving their own culture £2 billion. I kid you not. £2 billion just for culture alone. Again, I ask you again, how much is being put aside for our culture in Yoruba land, in Biafra land? How much? How much? Simple question, how much? This is why you cannot support One Nigeria. One Nigeria is trying to ensure that our culture dies right before us. The job of One Nigeria is to make sure that your culture dies, and that the only way you will be able to get any semblance of your culture is when you go to the foreign countries to look about the culture that you are born with in your own land. You will have to go to UK to go and look in the museum to see about the culture of the Benin people. You will have to go to Germany to see about the culture of the Yoruba people. You will have to go to US to go and see the culture about Togo people who are Yorubas. And you're telling me we're One Nigeria? Please, stop the nonsense. Wake up. Wake up. 1 second, please. Ekaso, I'm on a live broadcast. Okay. So, yeah, that's another call I've just got. So, listen, I am telling you, what I'm telling you now, these are things that we need to consider. Just as they are telling us to forget about everything to do with being African and everything else. They are pumping £2 billion to ensure that the culture, the English, rightly so, that their culture survives. Instead, our own government, let me show you what our government does. Let me show you what our government does. So you will know the kind of mess that we're in. Why we need to dismantle contract from Nigeria. Let me see if I can find that. Did I put it on there? Let me see. I want to show you. Here we go. So instead of our government doing that,
they began to lick.
Instead of our government pumping money into our culture, do you know what our government does? Our government will lie to us that they're taking money to build a structure that is of no benefit to you and I. They will take the money and spend it on holidays for their wives, their girlfriends, their kids, and everything else. And our culture is dying in the process. And you still want us to believe in One Nigeria. You still want us to believe in that One Nigeria. Tufiakwa. I beg, please. I'm telling you now, in the UK as we speak, £2 billion has been put aside for culture. Let me see if I can find that information to you. So, Culture Secretary, let me see. UK culture, UK sets aside £2 billion. I'm going to try and give you, so you can say I'm not talking nonsense. For culture. Now, let's have a look. Yeah. Now, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that on the screen? Can you guys, so don't think I don't say this before I come and say something. I check what I'm saying. Look at that. UK announces $2 billion bailout to help to keep the arts afloat. Please tell me how much is being put aside to keep our own culture afloat in Africa, in contrast to Nigeria? How much is being put aside for Yoruba culture? How much is being put aside for Biafran culture? Thief culture? Middle Belt, Edo State. How much? How much? Tell me. How much? How much? So whilst they are this is why I'm telling you that contraction called Nigeria is to ensure that we lose our culture. And the only way we'll have any access to our culture is when we start going to the British Museum, the German Museum, the French Museum, the US Museum, the Canadian Museum. Do you know that all our artifacts are all over the world? Are you aware of that? That all our ancestors, the artifacts, the arts, the culture of our ancestors, they are in foreign countries. Majority of them. And they are using it to as they are earning money from it. Now imagine if we start bringing that culture, we start investing in it, we will create jobs. We will have stability because our people will know who they are. Culture does so much. Culture has so much power in it. In culture, you will know your history. You will know your how your ancestors did things. You will have a self-assurance. But when they take away your culture, when your culture is taken from you, it's like someone has ripped the heart out of your soul. Your soul now becomes something that others can mold and shape as they please. Before you put any religion anywhere, the first thing that you need to know as an African is your culture. And for as long as we allow that to be taken from us, look, our culture is taken away from us. It's in museums. And look at the UK. $2 billion bailout to help keep their arts afloat. $2 billion. And $2 billion, yeah, dollars. $2 billion. Understand what I'm saying? Do you all following me? This is why we can't support contraction Nigeria. We cannot support contraction. We need to dismantle it. Now, I just wanted to just touch on that. Now, let's go back again. Now, I want to go and read to you about President Buhari. Now that you've now got context. Because you see, if I just said to you, oh, we need to send him back, you won't get the context. Now, what I've now given you, I'm now giving you a foundation to understand why it is in our interest to make sure that Buhari, he never comes here. 2, we make sure that that contraption is dismantled. He stays in there. Now, let us read what he come and said. What he said. Now, he says here, barely today, Justin, President Buhari suspends UK medical trip. President Buhari has postponed his earlier scheduled trip to the United Kingdom for medical follow-up. The disclosure is contained in a short statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President, Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, on Friday, June 25, 2021. Adesina said that a new date will be announced. Adesina said that a new date will be announced for the trip, which was earlier scheduled for Friday, 25th of June, 2021. The medical follow-up visit of President Buhari to Muhammad Buhari to the United Kingdom, earlier scheduled for Friday, 25th of June, 2021, has been postponed. A new date will be announced in due course, the statement read. Now, the thing behind all of this is this. Don't think that this was done, willingly. They didn't. The pressure. Let me show you people. I want to show you something. Let me just show you. This is now at this point, when I talk about this is for all of us. Whether you support revolution now, whether you support Yoruba nation now, all of us now, we need to stand together. And I want to show you a picture. And we had discussions yesterday. There were plans that were going to be going on in place to find out what things. I want to show you something. And that was shared on Showore's platform. Please just focus on what we're trying to do. This is not about being personal. Our goal, our collective goal is to see that nation is dismantled. And I want to show you what he was shared. And I happen to know the guy who was in the picture. But like I said, let me just see if I can. 1 second, please. 1 minute, please. I just want to show you that. So Showore. And then I will then go and talk a bit more about a few more things. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Now, so I'm going to show you. So now, today, so they were waiting for him. So Revolution Now and others, they were saying, comrades were waiting for Muhammad Buhari in London today, as they heard he was returning to London for medical checkup. But the cowardly general cancelled the trip. Buhari must go. So for us, it's not only about Buhari, it's about the entire contraption. Yes, it's right. Buhari must go, but that for me, that is not even the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that we have to dismantle contraction Nigeria. So in many ways, we have cross purposes. We have a meeting of minds in many respects, and this is just one area. The fact is that not only must Buhari go, because you see, if Buhari goes, for us, what is in its place? What must be in its place must be the referendum that the people of the South will have to determine their own future. So Buhari going, we don't want any vacuum where somebody else will be put in, because that's why they try to put in martial law. You notice that the Attorney General of Federation tried to suddenly bring in martial law. Now, if they bring in martial law, they can suddenly say, because we've now cancelled there is no, we don't recognize Buhari as our president anymore. They can appoint anybody else. They can appoint anybody else to now become an acting. They will not tell us it's military, but it's going to be a military man. Because let's not forget, We are still being ruled under military decree number 24 of 1999. Many of you would have followed me. Just so I can recap for many of you, because I don't believe in just talking. I will continue to raise this fact until many of us wake up and understand that the time has come for all of us to work together conclusively and dismantle this contraption. We need to. There no ifs, no buts. We for the coming generation, that is a singular task that we must unequivocally sign up to. It's not even a question of debating it. It's about knowing that it's the job that we must take on. We have to take on that job. So let me just go 1 second, please. Let me just make it smaller. So I want you to see. Those of you who have not been with me before, you will see it on the side here. So I'm just going to, the reason why I'm saying this, I want you to have that context. It's very important that you have that context, because if you don't, you will be under the misconception that things are fine. They're not. As I speak to you right now, and this is why we have to dismantle contract in Nigeria. As I speak to you now, let me go back again. As I speak to you right now, we are being ruled under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. You see it in black and white. That is what is being used to oppress us all right now. We are not in a democracy by any stretch of the imagination. And we have to continue to hammer home this point to wake up as many Southerners as we can, so that we confront collectively together in the South and dismantle this contraption. They are trying to silence Twitter users, trying to silence Facebook users, trying to silence all the social media, because they are afraid. They cannot control what the media is doing. They couldn't control the fact that Yomi was able to go in front of 10 Downing Street and ask a question about the genocide in Nigeria. And they are frantic. They are so worried that they do not have control of that. So we cannot go back. So I'm telling you all now, this is a fact that had it been, see, when we say, okay, Buhari must go, I get that. But after Buhari must go, if suddenly these people can come under this promulgation decree, because make no mistake, we are under a promulgation decree, and you can see it in black and white. And I urge anybody, any senior advocate of Nigeria, to come and discuss this with me. If you want to call in right now, call in. Let me know. I'll see if I can put the phone line on. If you want to call in, you can call in. Let me know. Discuss why you believe that contraption. We are not under a promulgation decree. If you're so inclined and you're so sure of yourself as a senior advocate of Nigeria, please, you need to explain to us why it is that every successive government has to swear on oath to this very same constitution, not to change a single aspect of it. Once you understand that fact, then you know that any confab report, anything you do is meaningless, because none of them can make the change to this constitution, because you will swear on oath. As you will see again. Let me go back again. Where was it? Sorry, I was a bit. So now let me just make it closer again. So I'm going to just make it closer. So now you will see here. So you will see here. It says here. Number 2, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promulgation decree 99. The decree. I mean, I don't know what more evidence you want to. Let me see if I can bring that to your attention. Can you see? Can you all see that? I'll make this here. Let me put this here. Sorry, my friend. Can you all see? It says here, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promulgation decree number 1999. Promulgation decree 1999. Can you see that? Can you all see that? It may be cited as the Constitution. This decree. This is in black and white. Signed 5th of May 1999 by General Abdusalam Abubakar. These are facts that you cannot dispute. Please bring anybody. Let them let's talk about this particular point. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when you suddenly say, "Oh, Buhari has gone," they can bring somebody else in because we are still under a decree. Let's make no mistake about that. I am preparing us for what they are likely to do. They will definitely not allow Oshibajo to become a president. Once Buhari goes, they know that the next person that will do it is going to be Oshibajo. But because it's a Southerner, they will never let that happen because that will defeat their plans. So what they will do is to try and bring in a martial law under this same fraudulent constitution. And they have the power to do so unless we challenge it. That is why we need to dismantle contractual Nigeria. We must dismantle it. It is not about Buhari going. That's just one person. The system is what we must dismantle. Do you get it? The system that has put in place a military decree that has oppressed the lives of millions of us for the past 22 years is what we must focus on. And I hope we all understand what I am trying to say here. It is of immense importance that this message goes out, that everybody understands that on this particular point, this goes beyond Buhari. This goes beyond any individual. It goes to the heart of the matter. We are talking about the actual document that is being used to rule us. Many of us are under the misplaced idea that we are being ruled by a constitution. It says here in black and white, number 2, this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. Cited. I mean, please debate it if you want to. If you want to debate it, you can debate. If you want to, let's have a real meaningful discussion about this. And in fact, I am going to leave my phone. Somebody can please put the phone number on there. +44 7399 580606. Call in if you're so inclined that you believe that there is more that can be done besides this fraudulent decree that we have in front of us. If you believe that this is not that we're in a democracy, call in. You please call in if you dispute. If you want to dispute what I'm saying, call in. I welcome you to call in and discuss this faced with the evidence that I'm putting before you. Please call in, discuss, and tell me why we need to continue to believe in contract in Nigeria. You've got no leg to stand on, by the way, because the evidence is before you. They said this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Cited! And this was signed on the 5th day of May 1919. Cited! So this goes beyond one individual. The entire system has to be dismantled. That is where we have a differing of opinion. There's no doubt that Buhari must go. But it's not about Buhari alone. The entire system is a fraud. And I'm telling you categorically that when you hear this message, please, if you want to call in, call in. If you support what this means, if you support that and you believe that it is right for us to remain under this decree, then give your reasons. That's fine. And we encourage dialogue, we encourage discussion, we dissent different views. But what I'm telling you is that we need to focus on the real issue here. The real issue is that what we are being used to, that's being used to oppress us right now, is a military decree. It says so in black and white. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Decree 1999. I don't know what more evidence you need. If you're going to debate it, if you're going to dispute what I'm saying, So exactly, it's a decree. Exactly. A decree can be cited as a democracy. Thank you very much. Exactly. So what are we talking about? So those of you talking about one Nigeria, please, the foundation, I've just pointed out to you the very foundation of this one Nigeria. It states so. This document is something that I've put it up and I'll share it again on Souytherners, Oduduwa TV radio. Please quote this document anywhere. And I want every single Southerner to have a copy of this document, to tell your family and friends that this decree is what is being cited as a constitution. It is in black and white. It is in black and white. You cannot dispute this for 1 second. There's nothing to dispute. The facts are there. So let me just make sure I've got this right. So I don't want to make any information. Let me go storage. 1 second, please. So make sure I've got this clear. Okay, so make sure we have enough there. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and get 1 or 2 things clear. So now what we are saying please, it's very, very important that all of us. Oh, sorry. Somebody just called me. Okay, 1 second, please. 1 second, please. I just saw the call, but I'll try to take it. Call back again. Give me a minute, please. Just want to try and get those one or two things so that it doesn't take over the space. 1 second. Okay. So 1 second, please. I'll take that call back again. Something happened. I'm not quite sure what, but I want to make sure that there's enough space so when you call, I can take your call. Okay, let me just. Please do call again that number. If you can, call again. I tried to answer it, but it just went. And I want to make sure that you don't call it again, please. That number. Call again, please, if you can. It's a WhatsApp number, +44 739 958 0606. So let's see if I can do it here. 1 second, please. I'll give you. Let me try and call you in. But like I said, please be in no doubt. We are. This is a decree that we've been ruled by, and that's an information that every one of us should have. Now, the second thing I want to do, whilst we're waiting for the call to come in, in fact, I'll leave this here for a while. Let me do this. Let me leave it here for a while, and I want you to be able to, so that you can see it yourself. Now, I want to go into another section of this issue. I'll go back to, let's go back to this one so we can see what we're talking about. Is cancel the medical trip, which is the most important thing that we wanted to highlight. Now, the thing I want to understand is this. You to understand that as Yoruba people, as Biafrans, as Middle Belt, you realize that we are subsidizing the Fulanis. I hope you realize that. Our resources, our mineral resources are being taken over in the south under the guise of 68 exclusive items. They are being taken over, and we are subsidizing the Fulanis at our own expense. And this is not a question of, there's so many examples, the quota system, the federal character, all of this stuff, the fact that all of the ministers, bar two, they are from the north. Majority of us in the south, who are majority number, over 160 to 180 million people in that country from Nigeria are Southerners. And we are being used to be as slaves by something less than 15 million people. And these are the facts that we need to face. So these are things that I'm trying to bring to our attention. That's another reason why we can no longer stay in contracting Nigeria. Let me show you something. I'll bring this back. I want to show you something on the exclusive items list. Those of you following Citizen AY, please go to www.citizeny.org. You will see the Nigerian Constitution there. Let's bring it up. And I'm going to just go into it. Download it, you can download it if you want. I want to show you something. Page 75, I think it is. Let's see. Is it 75? It might be 75. Yeah, there you go. So, this is what is happening to us. I've already told you. Let me just bring this back to your attention. Those of you, just to refresh our mind, those of you who are coming. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. It is a decree. I think nobody can dispute that. The number, please do call again. Those who called earlier on, I'm sorry if the phone was a bit temperamental. Do call again. I will try and see if I can add you to the call. Let me see if I can make that call. I'll see if I can call you back myself. Let me see, 1613. Sorry. Okay, let me just see if I can make that call myself, if it will work. 1 second. Okay, so let me just create now a new contact. So let me just make some things, then I'll call that number straight back on WhatsApp, and let's see if they want to say something, one or two things, then I'll add them to this call. 1 second, please. So let me just do this. If you're gonna walk, will you do it? Here we go. Hello, caller. Oh, yes. 1 second. Give me a minute. Don't go. Please, I need you to call back. Just give me a minute, please. Hello, caller. Yes. You there?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Well done, sir.
Can you hear me?
Well done. Well done. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm hearing you.
Okay. Yeah.
God Almighty will back you up.
Amen.
And
Amen.
we shall succeed in this road we are going in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
They have already planned it before they kill Abiola.
Yeah.
All these plans.
Yes.
They finish it. You understand? God Almighty has right because of us.
Yes.
And He will surely deliver us.
Yes.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
God will deliver us.
Amen. Amen.
I'm with you.
Amen.
I'm praying both night and day. Fasting. God will surely deliver us.
Amen. Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank
Amen.
you, sir.
Thank you, ma.
Well done, sir.
Thank you, ma.
Well done.
Okay. What's your first name, ma?
I'm calling from Canada.
Okay. Anyway, I've got your number, so we can talk later anyway. But they shouldn't go on.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. So ladies and gentlemen, so that's a Nigerian calling from Canada right there. You can hear. So what I'm trying to just do here is to emphasize certain things. Look, please be very, very clear about this. I want you to be very, very clear. As a Southerner, you are subsidizing. You are subsidizing the Fulanis. Now, let me show you exactly what I mean when I say subsidizing, in case some people might not understand what it means. You see, the UK, they are subsidizing their entire culture. Announces better to keep arts afloat, arts and culture. They're putting 2 billion. Now, we are subsidizing the Fulanis by force. And what's the force? The decree. The decree, which, again, let me bring this up to you. This is a decree. You need to I will keep reminding everybody. Kayamo can come and discuss this. He's a senior advocate. Fantastic. Let him come and debate it if he disputes it, if he thinks I'm lying. Yes, Kayamo, the minister of whatever they call himself. Let him come and dispute if he's so sure of himself. Let him come online and discuss this. Yes, I said it. I am not a lawyer, by the way. No, I am just a born Yoruba man with passion for my people to make sure that we get our fair right, a fair ownership of our own land without any interference from Fulani or from those who are working with them. So Kayamo can come and dispute this. Kayamo can come and dispute this fact. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. He can come and dispute that. Let him come and dispute it. He can call online. The number is 44-7399-580-606. If you're man enough, call in. Let's discuss. Let's talk. I'm happy for you to come and discuss this and dispute it. No amount of, you don't have to, and on this platform, you will not be shouting at us. If you're shouting, we'll just mute what you're doing. When you finish and you want to have proper discussion, we can discuss. Because we respect you. We respect everybody that comes on the platform. And everybody will have a right to speak. But what we are going to tell you is we are going to point this fact to you. So, when we say that we are subsidizing the Fulanis, this is exactly what we mean. This decree has imposed this exclusive list on us. So let me just make sure you understand. This decree, now we are all agreed, there's no dispute about the fact that we are under a decree. We are under military decree. And like I said, it is not enough that Buhari must go. It is not enough. Because when Buhari goes, the minute he goes, they will impose martial law. When they impose martial law, they can put anybody they wish in there. So the problem is not Buhari, the problem is the system. We need to dismantle the entire system because it is a military decree and we are not in a democracy. That is the fact that we have to keep hitting home. Every one of us keep hitting that fact home. We need to break away. Support the Nina's thing. Please, those of you on Oduduwa TV and other platforms, the Nina's the Nina's referendum demand is already pinned. Go on it, click on it, sign it, fill it in. That is a singular most important job that you must do as a Southerner. As a Southerner, make sure that you sign that petition. Make sure that you tell your family and friends to sign that petition. It is not even it is a task that you have to take on 1000% because it's the future. The future of the coming Southern generation depends on you taking that action. So don't look the other way. If you're a Southerner, you have to tell your family and friends. I've shared it with my family and friends. I've shared it on my WhatsApp. Continue to share this on a daily basis. Anybody you talk to, tell them they need to know that what we have now is a military decree. And I told you, it says this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's a decree. And they're telling you, you see, when they say they cite it as the Constitution of Nigeria, it's a fraud. Under no circumstances, there is no evidence of any referendum that has taken place where we, the people, have accepted this decree as our constitution. You see, the minute the people sign a document into law, that's a government, something that we can, and when they sign it to law, they do it by referendum, whereby people voted for, 60% will vote for, 30% will vote against, and that will mean that the people have now ratified that document as being the constitution of the nation. At no point has that taken place in continental Nigeria as we speak. At no point. Nobody can, So, which link? The link is Adeleke Joshua Oluwatobi. Go below, there is a pinned document. And in there, it says here, sign this petition. And it says, ninasffn.org, register to end 1999 Constitution now. So, that's what you need to sign. So, please, I urge you all, if you haven't done so, make it your job. Make it your business to go and sign that right now. Make sure that your family and friends have signed that petition. There is a lot of work for us all to do. But the things that we're talking about here are so important. They're so immense. They are of great importance that we must make sure that every one of us will sign this petition. So it's pinned here. Let me see if I can pin it. So I've pinned it again. Those of you on YouTube, go and look at it. Pinned it. It's already pinned on Oduduwa TV radio. Let me just see on Facebook. Let me see if there's other places that need to be put on. Please, we ask you. This is a task that you cannot refuse. You don't have the option to remove yourself from this particular topic, from this particular issue. You need to take this on. This is something that you have to wear like you're wearing a shirt. You have to own this. You have to tell your family and friends that it is of immense importance that we sign that the NINA's petition. Now, NINA stands for, let me go into it and make sure, the Nigerian, let me just make sure I get this right. I want to make sure you get the information right so that when you click on it, that's what you will see. Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance. Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. If you're a Southerner, you must sign that. You need to go and register on that now. We need that information to go far and wide. We have to make sure that this injustice that we have, for the first time, we have the power to put a stop to this nonsense. And if the more of us that can sign it, compelling the UN to come and carry out a referendum whereby self-determination will be carried out by the people in the South to break away. Right now, the Fulanis are trying to do something to buy land and give them a lot of money. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They can do all that they want. That land, when you're a Southerner in our land, when we vote, that vote will count. The vote will count. The vote as a Southerner. And that is why we need you to have the record as many of us Southerners who have been oppressed. When we have a data of us who have been oppressed, that means that those people can decide for themselves via a vote if they want to be part of continental Nigeria or not, without any interference from those who are oppressing us, which are the Fulanis, who are trying to buy our land. So whatever they do, this process is a legitimate process. And that is something that we need to reiterate unequivocally on any platform at a moment's notice. This is something that we must take on. I say that unapologetically. Let me just re-emphasize that. I say that unapologetically. So those of you, if you're watching right now and you haven't signed the NINA's petition, you need to go and sign that right now. You need to go sign that right now. Make it your top priority. Make sure that you tell people about it. Make sure that everybody's aware that that petition is something that we have to sign right now, so that we can ensure that we get a referendum, so that we can decide our own future. We are not going to be prepared. We should no longer be satisfied with allowing somebody, Fulanis, who we are subsidizing. This is via force of law and force of the decree. force of the decree. They're forcing us to subsidize them, and we must put a stop to it. We need to put an entire. We must end that injustice. We need to end it conclusively. It's not even a question of ifs or buts. This is the things that we need to take on. So I'm saying to you, you need to support Yoruba Nation now. You need to support Biafra Nation now. You need to support Middle Belt Nation now. You need to support every part of the South willing to go, because the contraption is a fraud. As you've seen, suddenly, last minute, Femi Adesina cancels. They said, oh, they've cancelled the trip, because they know that we Yorubas and Biafrans, we would have come in our numbers. We will be chasing all over the whole of UK to find out where this man is and to make sure we send him back home, because the oppression has gone on long enough. We can no longer be silent. I'm asking you, if you haven't signed that petition, please sign it. The Nina's petition, it is pinned on Oduduwa TV radio. It is pinned on, let me see if I can pin it on other platforms as well. I can't do it on Citizen AY at the minute. It is currently pinned, but if I try and pin it now, they will block this broadcast, because they've sent me a message that I'm sharing something that I shouldn't be sharing. What is wrong with me sharing to raise the awareness among my people, to say that, look, Southerners, you must sign the Nigerian indigenous nationalities independent, what is it called again? Let me just get that right. Sorry, I'm trying to get the word right. Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. What is wrong with me promoting that? What is wrong? What rules am I breaking when you are somebody's calling in? Hello caller. Your name, where you calling from, please?
Yeah, Citizen AY, good afternoon from my end. I'm calling from United States.
Oh, thank you. Good afternoon, my brother. How you doing?
I'm a Biafran.
Yes, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra.
Biafra, we heard it.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for your good job, man.
Thank you.
But the way I'm saying the whole thing, let me just start from here. You know, we protested in Washington, D.C. last was it the last week?
Yes.
You know, yeah, we went to a British High Commission.
Yes.
You know, I call it British High Criminal, though.
Yes, it is. Well, yes.
Yes. About it.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But when we went over there, the representative from a British High Commission told us that they don't even know anything about Britain, about Biafra. you know,
yeah.
people are lying.
Well,
they have intelligence. They know what is going on.
Well,
They're just trying to pretend as if they don't know what is going on.
Exactly. That is.
You know, we talk about the genocide going on.
Yes.
Pretend as if they don't know.
They don't know. Yeah.
You know, just look at one of their guys going for whatever contract or whatever in Edo State.
Yeah.
You want to tell me they don't know what is going on?
There you go.
They know exactly what they are doing.
They do. Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
That's why they impose Sultan of Sokoto there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, to supervise everything that is going on.
Exactly.
Okay, we the Southerners, we cannot do anything.
Yeah.
All our governors, everybody are under remote control by Sultan of Sokoto.
Yes.
And without you getting approval from Sultan of Sokoto,
yeah,
you cannot be a governor or a senator.
Exactly.
That's something our people don't know.
So hang on, say that again, please. Say that again. So without, hang on, sorry.
Without getting approval from Sultan of Sokoto, you cannot be a governor in the whole of the South.
Without, hang on, without getting approval from the Sultan of Sokoto.
Approval from Sultan of Sokoto. Yes.
Please, do you have this in document form?
I'm telling you.
Can you send this
how
to?
They are controlling us. I'm telling you. Hold on. Let me tell you the way the thing is. How they are controlling our people. Understand? All the senators, everybody, they might be there. Election is just a show. Okay? After the whole election, they just rig the whole thing and place their people there.
Wow.
Election in Nigeria doesn't count.
Wow.
This is how they've been controlling all of us.
Wow.
The governors will get approval from Sultan of Sokoto.
Wow.
After that, they've been elected in the office.
Wow. So hang on. Let's slow it down, my brother. Please slow it down. This is I've got a headache. You see, so hang on. So you're saying to me that without getting approval from the Southerner of Sokoto, Southerners, no Southerner can be a governor, a senator, a House of Rep, a state, none of it.
That's the way we are being controlled, but a lot of people don't know what is going on.
Do you have a document that has it that we can actually expose this? Because this is, we need to, we need to expose this fact. Is there a written document somewhere?
Why, we are Biafran. We get some details.
Yeah, I know. We will. I know.
But let me tell you exactly how it works.
Yes, please go ahead.
That's the reason. That's the reason why they place their puppet there as the governors.
Yes.
That's why all the killings, they are not doing anything.
I'm with you.
The same governors.
The
same governors we now appoint traditional rulers and give them certificate.
Wow.
Understand? To control them. The same governors will now appoint the PGs to the communities.
Wow.
All these things are going. That's how they cage everybody.
Wow.
Understand?
Yeah.
That's why nothing is going on. That's why all the killings, Fulani doing everything, nothing will happen. You will not hear in the news, nothing.
Wow.
How do you think you think only one person can get 36 oil well? Only one person, only certain of Sokoto can get only the whole 36 oil well.
No.
Nothing will happen. Nobody is questioning him.
Wow.
He was just managing the whole thing to British government.
Yeah.
That's why when Prince Charles came to Nigeria, what happened? He came to Sokoto, and all the governors, all the traditional rulers, everybody was lined up on the floor.
Wow.
That's the area we need to look into. That's why we have to dismantle Nigeria.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
So in regards to the presidency, not president anymore, presidency.
Yes, it is.
Okay, in regards to that one, nothing will happen. We stand on referendum. That's it. The bottom line.
Yeah.
Let me not take much of your time for others to call in, okay? But I thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, my brother. Talk soon. Thank you. Bye. Wow. Did you guys hear that? So I mean, I'm yet to confirm this, but basically what my brother has just said is this. He's basically just said that somebody's just calling in. Hello caller. Hello caller. Your name and where you calling from, please. Hello,
Citizen Lewa.
Good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Peter. I'm calling from Toronto.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you for everything you are doing. We appreciate all of you are doing. The Koiki Media Heritage, we are very grateful for what all of you are doing. We are almost there. Please don't be down.
No, we won't. No. There's no doubt about that. We will not be tired. We will not tire at all.
I sent you a book, a soft copy of a book written by Professor Collier Motosho.
Yes, I saw that. Yes. So,
John Tori alone, whatever you can do to promote it, let our people read it.
Okay. So,
please read it.
I will do. I'm going to download it.
When that book was first written, the Nigerian government banned it. They did not allow it to circulate in Nigeria. Wow. Actually, Professor Motosho had to go into exile to South Africa to avoid being executed because of the Ashiri to way.
Whoa. I'm
telling you.
Wow.
Please, if there's a way you can promote it to our people, because our people don't read anymore.
No.
Want it for a long time.
So we've been sold so long that many of us don't even know that we've been sold. The people are under impression that
I would say you read it, because you have to actually believe in the products you are selling. Read it to give you the impetus to see exactly what you are promoting for people. You just read the first 50 pages. You don't have to get to the whole 100, 300 pages.
No.
Just read the first 50 pages and see the revelation in that book.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you hearing? I hope you're hearing what my brother says. What's your name, please?
The title of the book is called Just Before Dawn.
Yes.
Professor Collier Motosho.
Yes.
You can't find it to buy on Amazon. One federal government copy to work.
Yay. I'm going to read that. Thank you so much. Just before dawn, I've got the copy.
Believe me.
Please
tell our people he has a ton of information, but boy, share research and they find out this body law. Don't put the body law avenue, but Governor General Nigeria, Boshe Musa Dana of Sokoto, Igbayan, Koteti Sadana, Igbayan, Amadu Bello, secondary school, primary school teaching by to Musa Beto, Ton Tuto, Boshema, Ijoba.
Wow, I need to get that book out just before dawn. I need to.
Please, you have the soft copy.
Yes.
I send the soft copy to you.
Yeah,
I have
please.
the hard copy.
Yeah.
But because I know I'm on your Nirira,
yes.
It's a soft copy. Must circulate the card.
Okay, or if you don't, just text me your number.
Peter Omonwa. We have spoken on several occasions. My name is Peter Omonwa.
Thank you. Yes. I got the number now. Yeah, I got it here. Motiri, I've seen it now.
Yes.
I will do my level best to make sure I get that out there. This is very important. I saw it yesterday, actually. I will do. It's just repeating what our brother, lawyer Olashukwu Shashori, that he's son of an African colony. Yes,
he's just
repeating
it from the beginning.
Wow.
Please read that book.
I will do. I will be doing so. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Talk soon. No problem, sir. Thanks. I'll be in touch later. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Peter. Bye.
No problem. Thanks.
Wow, you guys, this is something that we come across. I mean, that's another thing I need to look at now. So just before dawn is a name by Professor Motosho. Now I'm going to try and get that information out to you. But what I want to do is, before we go too far in, so that I've written down, and then of course the establishment of the fact that apparently without getting approval from the Souytherners to Sokoto, you can't run for any position in contraction Nigeria. Tell me, what part of that is democratic? Which part of what we just covered right now is democratic? As you know, on the platform Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, what we are doing is to expose all of these hidden lies that and documents that have been used to oppress us, and so one of which you are seeing before you on the screen right now. Like I keep telling you all, many of you will say we have a constitution. We don't. It says in black and white, this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Cited in black and white. Oh, this is not even a question of somebody defeat. This is look. We yes, I'm going to get the book out because I have it as I speak. Let me see, because I know he sent it and I wasn't. I saw it a few days ago, to be honest. But I do apologize if I didn't react to it, because you get a lot of information, and sometimes you will think, oh, okay, oh, let me see, okay, I've got it here. So I see that now. Fantastic. So I'm gonna have to. So the book is called Just Before Dawn, Collier Motor Show. Let me read you some excerpt from this book, just to read you something so you can see. It says here, oh, my glasses. Oh, here we go. I've got some glasses here. I had to go and get another pair, and I'm still going to try and get the other one so I can read better, because some of my eyes are a bit, advanced age and all that. Now, it says here, intriguing was his commitment to radical movement against colonial powers. He read extensively the literature of this movement. One of his favorite authors in this era was Basil Davidson, who had done so much to put armed struggles against Portuguese colonies of Mozambique, Angola, and Guinea-Bissau before the world audience. In late part of 1975, Basil Davidson was part of the University of Ibadan convocation to receive a honorary degree. Just before he arrived in Nigeria, the argument as to whom Nigeria should support in Angola had been going on. I'm just giving you a flavor here. The long barrel of aimless gun. So I want to thank Peter Omonwa for this information. These are the kind of things that we live for. We live for this kind of information on Oduduwa TV Radio, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, because we need to make sure that our people are aware of such information. These are information that exposes the lie we call contraction Nigeria. And again, one such thing is what I'm putting before you. They tell you that we have a constitution, and I'm telling you in black and white, it says the decree may be cited as the constitution. These are things that we need to explain to our people and continue to hammer home on a daily basis, hourly, minute by minute. The more Southerners wake up, the more we are dismantling contraction Nigeria. The more, even if nobody else in the world supports us, by simply doing what we are doing, the more people will wake up. the quicker we are killing contraption, making sure that contraption Nigeria is buried. RIP One Nigeria. We are putting the final right on contraption Nigeria by exposing all these lies. Now, let's see if I can find one relevant point here. So it was signed by Mojana and others. Copies were Danjuma, Army staff, Oduduwa Sojo quarters, so across the section. There's so much here that I'm reading this, and look, I'm going to have to probably do a section about this copy about just before dawn. And I'm not quite sure how we'll do. I'm going to read it myself. But I want you all to just know that this is a very powerful document. I mean, it is extremely, extremely, extremely powerful, to the point that that information is something that must be, as a matter of course, shared at the utmost opportunity, far and wide. Professor Omotosho, and as you heard, because the document was so powerful, the federal government of Nigeria, the so-called Nigerian government, they chased him out. He has to go and live in South Africa because they almost tried to kill him. But the information thankfully has survived. I have a copy of it here. I'm so grateful for my brother Peter for providing this and for bringing it on air. A lot of the times we have a lot of information that does come to us, and we do try and look at it and try and bring as many information together. Professor Kole Omotosho. So it is 181 pages. I'm going to try and peruse and read through this myself. I will try and do that. I don't want to keep this too much. So I will try and read that to you all. But again, central point that we're making here is this. Here's a central point that we're making. Now, we are reiterating this over and over and over again. We are subsidizing the Fulanis. We are being made to forcefully subsidize the Fulanis. And how they're doing it is by using this decree dressed up as a constitution. This is something I will say confidently in any court of law anywhere. And they know. They don't want this to come out. But I'm telling you, this decree may be cited. You can see it. I don't know if you can. Let me make it go bigger so you can see it as I'm talking to you. I want you to have that information so that you can ask the questions. Let me see if I can now. Let me see. So you can see it on the screen. Let me see how that's. Can you see that? So you can see this section here. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999. Let me see if I can make that even bigger. Can I make it bigger? Yeah, I wanna blow that up so that everybody can see it. Give me a minute. I want to just blow that up. So I want you, that line alone, if you just see that line, you need to have the confidence that, yeah, this is what, now, there you go. So you can see, let me move that all the way to the top. Can I get that? Yeah. Okay, now you can see this decree. Let me see. Can you all see that? I want to make sure that there's no part of it that is hidden by anything so that you don't, oh, sorry, my fault. Just make sure I get that right. No, so now, sorry. So now let's go back to the top. Now there you go. Now you got it. Can you see that? Hope you can see that now. And I'm trying to just show you this information because it's very, very important information. Before you talk about anything to do with Nigeria, once you read this, you will understand that Nigeria is a fraud. Once you read this, what I've just said to you now, you can see it. I've blown it up big so you can see it yourself. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. That is very important. And this is the document that they have used to force us to subsidize the Fulanis. This is the justification for why they've given themselves all the positions. Because they have forced this decree. This is a decree that we all are not aware of. And we need to make as many people as possible aware that we are being ruled by a decree. Are you all following? I hope you're all following. Please type 1 if what I'm saying makes sense. Let me type 1 on the screen. On all platforms that you're watching, type 1 right now. I want to pause for a minute because I want to go further to explain how this subsidization is taking place and how the enforced subsidization is impoverishing us. Why many of us are going out of our contract of that nation. please type 1. Please type 1. Type 1. Please type 1. I can see Akim Lasisi type 1. Thank you. Please type 1. I want to make sure that many of us understand that what you can see before you is telling you that what you have as a constitution is actually a decree. And this is it is in black and white. It is indisputable. The name of General Abdul Salam Abubakar is there. So this is not something you can dispute. Please type 1. As many of you type 1. Let's go and see what's happening on YouTube so that you can. I want to see as many of you typing 1, because I don't want. I need to go and explain a little bit more about so we are subsidizing those who are oppressing us. We are subsidizing them, and we need to put a stop. That's why we need to end contraption Nigeria. We are subsidizing those who are okay. I can see after 2. We start 1. Yeah, Will Oba 1, Maureen 1, Kemi Kemsoni 1, Praise Abi Salah Bushiri, Oguni Richard 1. Yeah, Joseph Ige 1, Victor Adine. I tell you, Joseph, my brother, how you doing? Victor Adine, and then yes, Kate Aderiba, Olatunji Bukola. Thank you. So it is safe to say that all of us understand now, by the document that you see before you, it is not doctored. It even says copyright 2005, Government of Nigeria. It even says that there. So these are things that you can see for yourself. Let me just see. 1 second, please. I want to just make sure this is right. 1 second, please. I'm trying to do something here. I need your support. I'm going to be swimming on the... Okay. Oh, where is it? Okay. 1 second, please. I thought that was there, but it isn't show. Okay, got it. Okay. So I'm gonna just put that here at the minute. 1 second. There is something I want to show you there. We've got the bank account running, and that is for the swim. So please, whatever you can do to donate, because I thought it was showing before what it wasn't. We need support. You can see now that we need as much funds as we can to prosecute this thing. We cannot fold our arms any longer. We mustn't. We have to confront this injustice head on. Let me just go properties, and I might make that one smaller, but I will. Just give me a minute, please. Just give me a minute. I'm just trying to do this as I'm doing it immediately here. So bold, italic. Okay. So anyway, I will come back and make adjustments to that later on. Let's make this smaller if I can. Drop that down. So anyway, so now the charity swim, that's the account that's rolling across the screen there. Now, what I wanted to do was, you can see on the screen before you is you can see the evidence of everything I've been saying to you all along. You can see that this is a fraud. Let me how can I do that? Mute that one. Now you can see on there, just for a few seconds, I wanted you to see, so I'll come back to this one. You can see it says copyright government 2005, Government of Nigeria. That's a document of that contraption. That's what you can see there. So there is no dispute. I don't want anybody to come back and say, oh, this is a fraud, this is a fake. No, this is a copyrighted government document of that contraption. This is their government, their document. So we got that there. Now, like I said, once you understand that everything you see before you is a decree, you understand that at any point they can remove Buhari. At any point from here on, at any point they can remove Buhari, and they will not put in Oshibajo. They will not understand that, because 1, he's a Southerner. 2, if they put him in, it defeats their objective to get a Fulani Sultanate. They've tried to do United Arab African Republic and all that stuff. They're trying everything they can, and they're frantically trying to put a stop to our demand for self-determination. But I'm giving you this document here is proof that we are being ruled by decree. It is by decree. Nobody on this planet can dispute this. It is in black and white. It's copyrighted. It's all there. Now that document. Now I will leave that. Now, I want you to know that on the basis of this decree, the schedule, this decree provided the schedule of the Constitution, because it is a decree. This so-called Constitution is within that decree. Let's be very, very clear about that. It is within that decree number 24 of 1999. It's very important we understand that. So going forward, when we talk about the fact that that contraption is a fraud, that's exactly what we mean. So, oh, sugar. Hello, live right now. Want me to do anything? Sorry, 1 second, please. Okay, that's fine. So, 1 second now. I couldn't take that call now. I'll have to, let me just, right. So, anyway, I'll take that call later on. But what I wanted to do was to just bring this point to you. It's very, 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 very important that we understand what is being done here. So now that you understand that we are being ruled under decree, and like I said, at any moment, they can take away Buhari. Buhari can be removed. Forget, it's not about one man. Don't forget, it's not about one man. It's about the entire system. It is a system of oppression. So if they remove one man, they can put another man. They will not put Oshibajo. They will use martial law. Martial law will be brought in at some point. If this carries on, once they bring martial law, they can bring anybody they want. Under that martial law, they can use it because there's an issue already with audio president. Many of us know that we are being ruled by the so-called presidency. The presidency is very different from the president. You always hear the presidency always talking, and that is the issue. They're trying to address that, and they are frantically running around. Now they've had to cancel the trip because many of us were prepared to go out as soon as it comes into UK and be chasing them back. So they are worried. Now, this is a decree. We are under military decree. Now, here are the sections within the so-called constitution, the schedule. There's a schedule in that decree. This is what I'm about to show you. Now, so I hope you're following me. Now, the way we are subsidizing, this is where we subsidize the Fulanis. We don't know it, but that is what's happening. We are subsidizing by force what they call, because we never signed up. None of us signed up to this decree. None of us signed up to this decree. None of us signed up to this decree. Can you see that? None of us. There is nobody anywhere in South who signed up. There is no vote. There's no referendum that they can point to that states that Southerners collectively signed up to be ruled by this decree. None. So this is an imposition. Our Yadudu said, oh, they adopted. You do not adopt a referendum. A referendum is carried out by the people and they vote yes or no. And the result of that yes or no is what determines if that document that you wish to put through as a law becomes law or not. Not what a few people say to us. Very big difference. There is nothing to do with adoption. Adoption makes an assumption that we support something. No. We have to get the people's voice. The people's voice must be heard. And our voice has never been heard since 1999. That's the essential point I'm making here. Now, so let's go back now. So I'm bringing this, from time to time, I'll be bringing this back to you to understand. If you wonder, where did this come from? If you're wondering where this came from, if you're wondering what are legislative powers, they are part of the schedule of the decree. That's what I'm trying to do. So again, I will keep bringing back the decree. Now and then, I will bring it back so that it reminds you, when you see this, you will know the foundation is the decree. And it says here, it may be cited as a constitution. So we know it's a fraud. Now, here is how the subsidization takes place. It says here, exclusive legislative list. Don't forget, at no point was any of this discussed with the people. Are you happy for this to be part of the legislative list? Do you want to remove anything? Do you want to add anything? Do you want to... None of that. This was an imposition. Very important to understand that. This was and it remains an imposition. So when they talk to you about the Constitution, be in no doubt. I want you to be categorically clear that what we have is a decree. And I will keep bringing back that document. So those of you who are saying it is not, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. That is what we'll be ruled with by up to date, till date. And nobody, I dare anybody to come and dispute this. I dare anybody on this planet, on the planet that we are, to dispute this with me. I dare them, because they would have to explain this to us. So now, so now You got that. Now, you see, here is where the subsidization takes place. Now that they've imposed themselves on us by force, remember, there was no referendum. There was no referendum. This was an imposition. Now they've done that. They now set in a series of laws that we have to accept, whether we like it or not, as Southerners. Accounts of the federal government authorities, including all of those accounts. Armed ammunition and explosives goes to the federal. Aviation, airport safety, aircraft, carriage of passengers, goods by air goes to the federal. Awards of national titles of honor, decoration, and other degrees goes to the federal. Bankruptcy and insolvency, banks, buildings, borrowing of money outside, inside, and outside Nigeria, all of that is, by the way, please, when you hear the word federal, it actually means Fulani. This is what I'm trying to tell you now. When they talk about federal, it's meaning that the funds, we are subsidizing the Fulanis. We are literally subsidizing the Fulanis to oppress us in our own land. That is why we can no longer support this injustice. All of our resources, you will see something in a second. I want to read you something in particular. Now, citizenship and naturalization aliens. Now, Governor Bala Mohammed said that they welcome Fulanis from across the whole of Africa to come into Nigeria. That is where they will do it. They don't need your yes, say so or not. Because federal exclusive list. You get it? That is where we need to put a stop. But then if you as a Southerner say, oh, let my Southern brothers come and join me in the South, from Benin, from Togo. No. You're not in the exclusive list. Can you see? Can you see the trickery? Can you see? And by right, when you look at the whole thing, what the minute a governor says that other Fulanis from across Africa should come in, that should actually be treasonable, shouldn't it? But guess what? They're in power. So they can do whatever they want. They write the laws to suit themselves. This is why I'm telling you that constitution is a fraud. You see what I'm saying? I hope everything I'm saying, I hope it's making sense what I'm saying. I hope it's making sense. So, so what we are saying here, yes, exactly. This is exactly, please, as I go along, I will keep bringing this back to your attention. Those of you who are coming, if you're joining in, please be aware, as we speak to date, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. They omitted number 24 of 1999. That one is at the top. But I'm trying to show you, can I get it down? Yeah, I'll show you, I'll bring it back up. So I'm going to show you that. You see? Decree number 24 of 1999. So that is what it will be ruled by. They omitted that, but I'm just trying to I want to make sure that you have as much information as Southerners as possible, so that anybody, any governor, any House of Reps, any senator, you can stand in front of them and tell them that what they're doing is a fraud. I want many of us, millions of us, to be so aware that many of them, when they look us in the eye, they are going to be shaking in their boots that we know that this is a fraud. The fact that we know, we need to expose it to make sure that we take away the psychological power that they have over us. Because to lie to somebody, to make them believe in a fraud, is a psychological oppression. To lie to somebody, to make them believe that what the document that they're looking at is actually the constitution, when in actual fact it's a decree. It's actually a psychological oppression. And many of us need to be aware of this fact, exposing this fact, making sure that we put a stop to this. And this, you and I can do this. You and I can do this. You and I. You, me, Yomi Koiki, every one of us. We need to get on this, expose this. Don't leave this here. You have the evidence in front of you. No Bible, no Quran can change this fact. You hear me? No Bible, no Quran can dispute this lie. And those people, the man that put this, to see the hypocrisy of what I'm telling you, look at the name of the man who signed into law. General Abdusalam Alhaji Abubakar. So when you see Alhaji, oh, he's a man, he's Alhaji, is this and that. But look at what he's doing. Look at what this man has done to you in your nation. Look at the fraud that this man, under the guise of Alhaji Abubakar, look at the fraud he's done to you. I want you all to remember this. This is the fraud that they have perfected on you and I. That is why many of us have fled across to all parts of the world, not knowing this fact. If we knew this fact, we would not believe in. We would stand there and not allow this to happen. And that is why I'm saying to you all, when I go back to subsidizing, we are, because of the imposition of this decree, they have now taken control of our resources, everything. Our mineral resources, our land, our waterways, everything is all for the benefit of the Fulanis. And we are slaves in our own land. And this document that they've imposed on us, give them the power to do that. And they keep telling us, so they will tell you, oh, you know what, if you want to change it, go and vote go and have a constitution, go and change it in the National Assembly. The National Assembly is a fraud. Because already, the local government authorities was also created by the military. In three I think Sokoto and Lagos used to have 20 seats. Now Sokoto has 108 seats. Lagos still has 20 seats. How does that work? It means that they have more seats now. Sokoto has been split into 3. So a place that will have 3, instead of having three seats, has now 9 seats. Sokoto and Kaduna, they've done the same thing. And you're telling us to go and do. How can you debate on a fraud? A fraud is what? A fraud. No matter how you try and cut it, it remains a fraud. So that is why we cannot debate. We can no longer be in this contract. We have to dismantle it. We have to dismantle this thing. So I'm making you aware. Now let's go further down. So this what you are looking at as a list. When they say exclusive list, these are what are effectively we are subsidizing. We are subsidizing them to oppress us. We are subsidizing them. They can take our money. They don't have to account to us because of that decree. We are subsidizing the Fulanis who are oppressing us because they are taking our resources. Let me show you a part that I want you to read to understand. Listen to this bit. So on the exclusive list, number 29, fishing and fisheries, other than fishing and fishing in rivers, lakes and water ponds and other inland waters within Nigeria. That means the entire Nigeria, the federal government can decide if they find any riches in there. You, even though you are born in that area, you don't have access to it because it becomes a federal or for property. Even though your ancestors were born there, it is a federal property and you will not get any benefit. So that's fisheries there. Now let's go and look at the oil. And this is the key one. The oil and the mineral resources. Other mineral resources. So land, they can take. That's why they're trying to put Ruga in place. That is why they try to bring in this Spurious Promulgation Decree in 1933 or 1963, whereby they talked about northern grazing routes, which is a fraud. It's a lie. These are why we are subsidizing. As we speak right now, the South are subsidizing. We are subsidizing the Fulanis. We are literally subsidizing Fulanis. And we cannot, our people are dying and they are taking our money using this fraudulent constitution. It's not a constitution, it is a decree. Again, I will keep reminding you. You see, decree may be cited as a constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. Anybody that disputes that, go and show them that. Go and show them. So this is what I'm trying to bring to your attention. Now, number 39. Mines, minerals, including oil fields, oil mining, geological surveys, and natural gas. Now, that is very important. Do you know why? You see the oil. Now you understand when one Fulani man was saying the oil in Bendel, the oil in Niger Delta, the oil in wherever is also the oil of the Fulani. Because of that fraudulent constitution. Do you get it? Because they've given themselves the power via this decree. Without that decree in place, that man will not have, he will not be able to speak to you. He won't even dare. Do you see why we must dismantle that decree? We need to do you now see the basis upon which that Fulani man was telling us the oil in Niger, the oil belongs to people in Jigawa, the gold in Jigawa belongs to Jigawa people, but the oil in the south cannot belong to a southerner because they have the decree. Are you following? I hope you are following what I'm saying. Always bear in mind What we have is a decree. And as long as we all understand that, we will move forward in that knowledge and dismantle contraption Nigeria. This is a knowledge that we must impart on our people urgently. Urgently. What we have is not a democracy, but a decree. It is being ruled by decree. And watch out, in the coming days, don't be surprised if they suddenly remove so-called audio President Buhari. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they suddenly remove Buhari. And they can do it under martial law. You and I will not know it, but as we speak, we are being ruled by decree. Because, and what they will do is they will do it and they will say, oh, but you cannot, they will allow you to be arguing about constitution. They want you to have that discussion so that you will not focus on them. I'm trying to tell you, don't fall for that trick. Keep your eye on the ball. We want this constitution gone. It doesn't matter who. Now we should start telling them, we don't care who you put in there. The fact of the matter is that the entire construct is a fraud and we dismantle it. The entire construct is a fraud and we must dismantle it. That must be our consistent focus as a group of people from the South. That is it. So I want us to stay focused on what I'm telling you now. This constitution is a decree. It says so. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 19. It's in black and white. Keep banging that home. Now, under that, we are being forced to subsidize them. That is why you see that the Fulanis, because of that decree, they put themselves in all of the positions because they want to cement that fraud on us. They want to make sure that none of us, they want to completely take over the southern land. Our job is to stop that because we now know that what they call a constitution is actually a decree. And we must work. We can no longer be part of this contraption. We can't. We must, with this evidence, with this fact, do you still believe in one Nigeria after what I've told you? Type 1 if you believe in one Nigeria, and type 2 if you believe it is time to go. Type 1 if you believe in one Nigeria, and type 2 if it is time to go. Yes, let us even do that now. Type 1 if you still believe in one Nigeria, but type 2 if you believe it is time to go. Type 2. I will type 2 because I know it is time for us. We cannot believe in this. This is a lie. This is a lie from top to bottom. So please, let's see your numbers. Type 1 if you still believe in one Nigeria. Type 2 if you believe it is time to go. Type 2. Terry Omolade, thank you. 2. That makes sense. So now I know that what I'm saying makes some kind of sense. We cannot believe in this lie. No Bible. There is no pastor in the, this is not no business of the pastor or of imam. None of that. The document is what you must look at. I don't care what they tell you to teach, to pray for in the church. Look at the document. Look at the document. So 2. So many of you are writing 2. Thank you. It's making sense. This is making sense. Now, as I'm doing that, I want to bring that decree back to your face so you can see. Every time you are talking about Nigeria, remember we are being ruled by a decree. It is not a question of hearsay or conjecture. This is a fact based on the documentation that the same government has provided and produced. That's the fact. So we now know. Let me just go and look on YouTube as I'm talking to you. Please continue to subscribe and share. Subscribe to Citizen AY, Oduduwa TV Radio, and please share our broadcast. It's very important, the information that we're sharing. And please help us donate. And like I said, I'm going to be swimming on the 22nd of October. It's the 22nd of August, 2021. Sorry, 22nd of August 2021, 2 to 4 p.m. I'm swimming for Yoruba Nation. The account number is on the screen. Donate to us because we need to swim. We need to do something. What are you prepared to do for Yoruba Nation? What are you prepared to do to make sure that the people of Yoruba Nation no longer suffer in a land of plenty? Ask yourself that question. That's what this is about. Now, so let me just make sure I'm trying to just check those of you who are 2. Fantastic. So Joseph Ige is typing 2, Terry Omonade is 2, Funshaw, Frank, Babatude. Yeah, exactly. God, yeah, amen. Ashe, Adeju, Stella, Adeku, Aduke Adebayo, Joel, 2. Everybody's typing 2. You understand? There is no way we can be part of one Nigeria. That's why we have to go for 2. If anybody who types that they still believe 1 and believe in one Nigeria, you are not looking at the facts that are in front of you. You cannot be looking at this fact and still type 1 that you believe in one Nigeria. You can't. The evidence before you is what you must look at. Forget what the churches are saying. Forget what the mosques are saying. I'm telling you to look particularly at evidence. And I'm telling you now, because of that decree, what you are looking at here, the exclusive list, is subsidizing the Fulanis, because they have carte blanche on all our resources and we don't have a say for as long as we do not dismantle that decree. So we have the job is, we know what we need to do now. We need to set about doing it. And that needs all of us working together in the South. That is why I urge you all, sign the NINA document, again, Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. That document must be signed in our millions across the South. We must sign it because it's an opportunity for us now to now go for self-determination that we've been denied by this same Fulani government. We've been denied it. We've been denied it. So now military again, Army, military, Army, Navy, and Air Forces, including other branch of the armed forces. You can now see that what we have now is a Fulani Army, Fulani Navy, Fulani Air Force. Everything is all Fulani. Even our languages are being written out. Yoruba language, Biafra language is being written out of the nation called Nigeria. It's all Fulani based. When the foreign Katrina, whatever they can name, Katrina, whatever, Lane, when she came to Nigeria, she was welcomed at the airport by Fulanis. There was no representation for you as a Fulani, as a Yoruba man. There was no representation for you as a Biafran man. There was no representation for you as a middle belt man. What you had there was a Fulani people dancing and welcome them in. So they are telling us psychologically that we are all, that only people who are Nigerians are Fulanis. This is, I'm giving you evidence of, look, there are videos upon videos of what I'm saying. I don't even need to go into it. Many of you know, when I talk about this, you cannot even dispute this because you've seen the videos, I've shared it. I've shared it on my platform, I've talked about it. Now, I want you to listen to something. I wrote to an MP in the UK. I wrote to him, not for that the UK must not support the UK government. Now, I said, do not provide any aid to the federal government of Nigeria because they were going to provide aid money. Now, listen to what the MP said. He said this, and he read this to me. He said, Dear Ayo, thank you for your email. I hope you are keeping well. Following, let me read this properly. I want you to, so you understand why we need to do this. These guys, it's all about personal interest when it comes to the UK. Their personal interest is how to ensure that they get uninterrupted access to African and Yoruba southern resources. And our job for our own people is to make sure that those people resources benefit our people first and foremost. Everybody else has to go and join the line. Now, listen to this. This is what the MP wrote. It says here, following extensive conversations with ministers. So, ministers are seen the UK ministers. That's what he's assuring me. I have been assured that the UK government condemns all violence in every region of Nigeria, including Oyo State in the southwest of the country. The UK maintains a network of regional offices in Nigeria. The network facilitates information gathering, engagement with state government for our High Commission in Abuja, including monitoring human rights issues. Ministers at the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, as well as officials on the ground, continue to encourage federal government to take urgent action to protect those at risk of violence and to implement long-term solutions that address the root causes of violence. Intercommunal violence affects communities of all faiths, but is frequently misrepresented as a single homogeneous religious conflict. While religious identity is an important factor, the causes are more complex, including competition over land and resources driven by population growth, climate change, and criminality. The FCDO is working with Nigeria to address these factors to reduce levels of violence and ease of tensions. I'm going to pause there, and I want to bring you a picture. And now you tell me if what he's saying matches that picture. 1 second. Let me bring that picture to you. It is not that complicated. Let's get the picture out. So I'll leave that one. Let me leave that one. I want to bring you a picture. Because sometimes, and I'm going to read that picture, and as I'm reading it, I'll leave that picture on. And I want you to tell me yourself if what he's saying tallies with that picture. Yes, let's do that. This is by an MP in the UK. Now, let's just give me a minute. I want to just get that picture out, and I will leave it there. And I want you to tell me if what he's saying tallies with that picture. If the focus of dealing with violence it makes sense, if it rings true. And the area, when you look at the picture, the area that they've gone to is an indication. Now, let's have a look. 1 second. I will come back and talk about Gumi at some point. This is proof of why we can no longer support them. The government supports Gumi in what it's doing. Believe you me, make no mistake about that. The federal government of Nigeria supports Gumi 100%. That's why he's never been arrested. That's why they're quick to proscribe IPOB. IPOB, who are defending and protecting their people, are being proscribed. Yet the third most lethal force in the entire terrorist group in the entire world, Fulanis, are allowed to work. Boko Haram and Fulani terrorists are allowed to work free. Look, we need to dismantle contract in Nigeria. End of story. Now let's have a look. 1 second, please. I just need to find it for you. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to find it for you. We will get there. Here we go. Now. So we go now. So. Okay. So. Now let's have a look at the more pictures. Is there any more pictures? So that's Katrina Ling. You see? Is that correct? Let me just see. Yeah, Katrina Ling. Now, please, as I'm reading this, he talked about, let me give you a point. He talked about that he's aware of, let me just see now. Please bear with me. Communal violence in the southwest somewhere. Let me just see. I want to bring that to you. Encouraging, including so it says that I've been assured that the government condemns all violence in every region, including Oyo State in the southwest of the country. So you would think that a government, when people are talking about this, the UK government, when the people are talking about these issues, you would think that they would be actually going to talk about how to raise awareness and go to those areas. But what are they doing? They are in, where is this again? Governor Duyudiri team, Bayelsa State Governor. If you notice, the areas that they're going, are they not oil nation, oil states? Do you understand? So I'm putting that there. Now let's read on. So the UK is supporting Nigeria to address these long-term development issues, whilst also mitigating the current impact including through official development assistance. The aid is helping to provide. Did you hear? How can a nation that has no resources to speak of be assisting a nation that has untold resources that have been bought on the cheap? Let me ask you again. Let me slow it down. So a nation that has virtually no resources is now in the position of providing assistance to a nation that has obtained resources from which the people can benefit directly, but are being denied by the government, supported by this fraudulent, by this same colonial, whatever they call themselves. Do you get it? Can you see the misnomer in this discussion? I hope you can see it. Now, so I'm just putting that picture there so that you can, as I'm talking, you can relate to what is being said. So, and you tell me if what you're seeing tallies with what this man said, and if, as a result of the interaction, do you feel any safer? Do you have any confidence in Contractor Nigeria? I'll leave that to you. I don't even know if they ask a question again. I'll leave that to you. So I'm putting that there. Now, this again, the letter I'm reading to you is from an MP supporting the Nigerian government tacitly. Because I said to them not to give aid. And he said to me, because the top of the letter said, do not provide any aid to the federal government of Nigeria. And what do they do? He says here, the UK is supporting Nigeria to address these long-term development issues, whilst also mitigating current impact, including through official development assistance. Do you see that they're not interested in what you and I are saying? They don't care. Because they know that when they provide those funds, what they want to happen is what will happen. They're not interested in what you are. They're not interested. Do you think they're interested in democracy in Nigeria? Type 1. If you believe that the UK is interested in democracy in Nigeria. Type 2. If you believe they're not. Let's see how that goes. Type 1. If you believe that the UK government is actually interested in democracy in Contractor Nigeria. Type 2. If you believe they're not. I just want to see how that looks like. Because to me, with all the killings going on, and the government is looking the other way, and Yomi Koiki asking questions, and the Prime Minister not having the decency to answer him, it points to one direction. They're not interested in democracy in Nigeria. They're only interested in the resources in Nigeria. Very big difference. They're not interested in democracy in Nigeria. They're only interested in the resources within Nigeria. And I think it's important that we should do that, raise that point. So I will, answer it, as we go along. Type 1 if you believe that they believe that we can in democracy in Nigeria. Type 2 if you believe that they don't. Simple. I'm sure it's straightforward. I'm going for 2, but you make your own decision. Now let me read on, and I'll try and look at the answers as you come along and as I go along later on. But let me read on again. The UK is also supporting Nigeria. So I read that bit. This aid is helping. So you see, he's already told, I told him they shouldn't support. Now he's trying to tell me why they are giving them support. This aid is helping to provide life-saving humanitarian assistance, the provision of basic services through health, education. Health. Did you say health? Did he just say health? He said health, right? So why is Buhari coming to the UK to get healthcare? This is from an MP in the UK. This is from an MP in the UK, a serving MP in the UK. And he said in his letter, including health, education. So if you're providing for education, 13 million kids are out of school. Can you explain that one? So your aid is how is it reducing the number? How? I'm just asking simple questions. I'm not being, I'm just asking to tell you that those of you that believe that the UK are supporting for democracy in Nigeria, this belies all of that. It belies it. Because there's oppression, there is no electricity, there is no healthcare. Even our president is trying to come to the UK. But for the fact that we all clamored and rallied against it, he had to postpone. And it may still yet come down. Now, so I'm just putting that out there. So now, it says here, including health, education, water, improving governance, accountability of government to citizens. So they're improving the accountability of the Nigerian government to the citizens. The only way you can do that is if you have a viable constitution that is being ratified via a referendum by the citizens. If you are telling us to continue to go by and abide by this decree, you're not encouraging democracy. You are encouraging a fiefdom. You are encouraging a fiefdom. Now, this is a document that I can provide it, and I don't want to put his name out there just yet. I may do. In fact, I'm going to do so because it's not a lie. His name is Dean Russell MP. He's a Dean Russell MP. So that is what we're looking at. That is what the MP wrote to me. And I've already, by me just breaking this down line by line to you in many areas, you can see that everything is said. It's not been borne out by the facts. The facts are that we are being killed every day. There is no education. There is no healthcare. The evidence is in your face. Let me just go and let me point back again. You talked about health. Our president is here. He's trying to come to suspend you. He suspend medical trip. But for the fact that if we didn't scream, he would have been here. Can you all see? So let me read the last bit before I, let me see. So it says here, including health, education, water, governance, accountability, removing constraints of economic growth, creating jobs and raising incomes. This is based on system of strengthening approach rather than direct support. No UK taxpayer money. No money I am assured goes directly to Nigerian government. I will continue to follow this with interest. My thoughts and prayers continue to be with all those directly affected by the violence in Nigeria. That's all empty words. These are all empty words. So Dean Russell MP. Now, I will see if I can provide it later on, so you can see. But the fact remains. You can see now that it is clear. Exactly. They're parasite. So I hope this makes sense. When I talk about this, you cannot even distort. The reason I'm doing all of this now. Keep in mind. I want you to always remember. Again, I'm saying to you, as we speak, we in the South, we are subsidizing the Fulanis. I kid you not. We are subsidizing the Fulanis. We are being made to do so forcibly. And we need to put a stop to it because of this document. The decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is something that each and every Southerner must go and tell everybody around the world, your family and friends. Let them know that we are under a military decree that has been imposed on us. It is a lie that is being told, and we must no longer believe in this lie. It is time we woke up. And it's under this decree that they are taking away our resources, using that decree to take away our resources, thereby denying us our access to those resources to improve our lives in the South. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope what I'm saying makes sense to you. We need collective action. Sign that NINAS document. Again, let me remind you, the NINAS document goes like this. The Nigerian Independent Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. They demand a referendum. I, being 18-year-old and an indigenous Nigerian from an ethnic nationality in the NINAS Alliance territory, i.e. Middle Belt, Yoruba, and Lower Niger, Southeast and Southwest states, that I am in full support of the NINAS Constitutional Force Majeure Proclamation of December 16, 2020 to terminate the operation of the 1999 Constitution and begin the activities leading to a referendum to restore self-governance to the ethnic nationalities. Sign it. That is one of the most important things you can do as a Southerner. Parties won't do it all. Going to a party will not do it. This document you must sign, because we need to bring down this fraud. Now let me see if I can bring that document up. Actually, yes, I'm talking to you now. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. Let me see how I can do that. Yes, I'm sure I can do that. Yes, I'll bring that document up because I want to show you. Because if I try and put it up now, I know what we'll do. Facebook will just simply but if I put it up as a part of my broadcast, it's not something you can touch in that way. Let's see how I can. Let's see if I can do that. So I didn't want to just leave it here. So I'm going to do this. And those of you who are watching, you can. Sorry. Okay, now let's do this now, and I'll put it up, and then you will see come up. Oh, come on. Sorry. I want to just show that information. So this is something we can do. It's a step we can take together. And we needed to build that foundation. It is important to build the foundation so that we know what has been done. Without knowing what has been done, you cannot fix it. That is why I'm telling you, no Bible or no Quran can change the lie. It lies, the lie remains a lie. This is a fraud that's been perfected on you and me. It's time for us to stand up and redress it. Now, let me give you this force majeure. I want to just, the NINAS document, because I want you to now, good. So it's up there. So I want you to see that. So I want you to, I didn't want to just talk about it alone. So I want you to know, when you go into it, When you click on it, this is what you will see. Demand referendum. And this is called, you see on the top it says Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. That's what you will see. When you see that, you need to go in, you need to fill it in. You need to fill that form in. And it's already, many thanks to the admin on Oduduwa Radio, Manuel Obaguno, for pinning that up. Please take it. Sign that document. Not only to sign it, tell family and friends about it. Very, 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 very important. Family and friends must be told about it. So the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities for Alliance for Self-Determination will demand a referendum. Here is what you need to do. I, being an 18-year-old and an indigenous Nigerian from a nationality in the Ninas Alliance territory, Middle Belt, Yoruba, and Lower Niger, Southeast, South State, that I am in full support of the Ninas Constitutional Force Majeure Proclamation of December 16, 2020, to terminate the operation of the National Constitution and begin the activities of leading to referendum to restore self-governance to the ethnic nationalities. So already, the reason why we're doing that, just to give you a quick recapture, is because of this. Because right now, as we speak, the decree may be cited as Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. We are being ruled by a decree. And we need to take power back. So that is very, very important. I hope this makes sense to you all. If this makes sense, please, I hope you're sharing this broadcast. I hope this broadcast is something that you're sharing with family and friends, so that we can have a proper discussion about the way forward. Like I said, I am all... yes, of course, Buhari must go, Gabashew must go, but it's not about individuals. The entire system must be dismantled because it's a fraud. Because, like you say, like I showed you on this document now, what you're seeing here and what I'm putting my hands, what the arrow going under, the decree may be cited as a constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. It's a decree. At no point was a referendum sought. And this is what the document is seeking to do. We are seeking a referendum to redress that injustice. So you must play your part. You may believe in Nigeria if you want, but Nigeria does not believe in you based on the evidence of what I'm showing you right now. The fact that they're using a decree to rule you confirms that Nigeria does not care about you, particularly if you're a Southerner. They want the access to your resources. In fact, they're using the decree to deny you direct access to the resources that would have benefited you and your generations. That's why we need to do what we're doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've spoken for about 2 hours now. I'm probably going to have a break. I'm just going to have a bit of a drink. Please. You are, of course, welcome. Those who are those government officials, those government spies who are within us. Send this to Festus Keyamo. Let him have a read. It is in front of him there. Let him come and dispute if if what we are being ruled by now, right now, is a decree or not. Let him dispute it. It states here, this decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. And until we dismantle that, we will not get a good, viable facilities, infrastructure across the various nations, Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt. We will never get that because this decree is forcing us to subsidize the Fulanis. This decree is forcing Southerners to subsidize the Fulanis. Do you get me? This decree is forcing Southerners, Middle Belt, Biafrans, and Yorubas to subsidize Fulanis and encourage them to continue to oppress us in our own land. So we need to dismantle it. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to put a stop to it here. Let me see if I can bring the national anthem of Yoruba land here at this point to sing before I wrap up. If you do have any questions, please post them here. I don't think there's much more else for me to say. I think I've covered as much of what I wanted to say here. Let's see if I can bring the national anthem. But please, before I go, what I want you to do, thank you, Monsho Adigun, Ademola. Thank you very much. Yes, Monsho, yes. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Please, before I go, I want to show you a video. If I can find it, I hope I can show you in the background. Let's do something. Like I said, it's to do with what I said before. Let me do this quickly. 1 second. Choose video. 1 second. Okay, let's do this, please. That. So I'm gonna put this in the background. I want you to see that. That's what I'll be doing. That's me in the background. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? So that's me in the background. I'm currently training 2 or 3 days a week for that. I'm swimming on the 20th. Sorry, beg your pardon. Let me just get it right. Sorry about that. Sorry. Here we go. So I am swimming on the 22nd of August, 2 to 4 p.m. 27th of August, 2 to 4 p.m. I'll be swimming for Yoruba Nation. The account number is what you see by the what we need to try and raise as much funds. By the way, I want to say a big thank you to the Yoruba Rescue Fund for the donations that's been made towards the Chief Sunday Igboho's team, 10 motorcycles, and for Chief and Are Iba Gani Adams of the OPC, and for what they're doing. There's more things that's due to be coming up. You'll be hearing of shortly by the same Yoruba Rescue Fund, of which I'm a member. What we do with the funds is what we're trying to do is encourage transparency and honesty, and we will endeavor to continue that, to make sure that whatever funds that we received is disbursed appropriately in the manner that we all collectively see as way forward to help in Yoruba Nation. So please continue to donate to Yoruba Rescue Fund. But like I said, so that's very important. But like I said, what I'm doing, I'll be doing this on the 22nd of August, 2021. Is Aid of Yoruba Nation. Think of what you can do to assist Yoruba Nation. We need to raise as much funds because we need funds. We know that war is happening. People, a picture. There's pictures. So many pictures of people being killed daily. That's not been addressed in Ogun State, in Oyo State, in Ekiti. People are being killed daily. It's likewise in Biafra, likewise in Middle Belt. And the killing goes on unabated. It is clear by the actions of the UK government that they do a lot of talking, but there's no action to actually put a stop to the killing, because they know that if they allow democracy to happen, it would truncate their direct access to the resources that they get, that dirt cheap prices. That's correct, dirt cheap prices from the people to whom it rightly belongs. So anyway, we're not going to put too much effort on that side of things. What we're doing is we're going to focus on what we're doing. I need you all to support us. On the Oduduwa TV radio, Citizen AY, we need your support. Donate to us as much as you can, because this takes time. You can see that what we're trying to do, we've got a lot of things that we're trying to bring about down on ground. We'll talk to a lot of people and a lot of different organizations, and what we can do to assist them, ensuring that they can protect their own people. It's time for Southerners. Our number one priority now is to protect the lives of Southerners. Collectively as Southerners, our number one priority is to protect the lives of Southerners, and we need to make sure we provide access to funds to make that possible. And that is what we must collectively do. We need to sign up to this. This is not a question of debating this or that, or no. This is about taking concrete action. So what I'm doing there, like I said, today I've done my 62 laps. Next week I'll go to 72 laps in the pool. I do that 3 times a week. It's preparing myself for the 22nd of August, 2021, 2 to 4 p.m. I'll get some more pictures out and things. So please donate what you can when you can, and donate to us now. Whatever you can do to help Oduduwa TV Radio, help Citizen AY, help us in getting funds focused on making sure that we achieve Yoruba Nation. We have to, we need to work on that, So exactly. So we need a change of leader. Exactly, we do. You see, that change of leadership, it's when we start speaking about it and working towards it. All of us need to work. So please, as you see me swimming here, and I thank to the guy who helped me film that whilst I was doing that, because those are pictures that were taken live at the time, and that's me. I'm doing my swimming to work towards Yoruba Nation. What can you do? What special skill do you have to benefit Yoruba Nation? We can even promote it on Oduduwa TV Radio, Citizen AY. Bring it forward, talk about it. Look, many of us, go and do your own program, raise the level of awareness. Talk about this particular issue here. I want you to talk about this one here. This one here. this here. Make sure that you tell everybody that the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. That is what we've been moving with right now. Right now. No ifs, no buts. That is the information that you must share. We must share it in every church, in every mosque, in every village, in every babalawo, in everywhere that you go, in every farm, in every village, in every town, every part of that contraption in the south. They must know that right now we are being ruled by a fraud. They must know. This is an information that we must all share collectively, and we must never tire, not for 1 second. We need to continue to bombard, make our people wake up from the inertia. Praying will not solve this. Making people aware of what has been done to us, that means that we can take the action we need. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave that there. But please, like I said, I am still swimming. I'll be swimming on 22nd of October. 22nd of August. 22nd of August. You got the details on there, and you got the bank account. Please donate. What can you do to help bring to life Yoruba Nation? What special qualities do you have that you can use to bring about Yoruba Nation? Let's hear of it. The more of us that we can do things like this, the better. We need to take collective action. We cannot allow this. Because of the mere fact that we spoke, they panicked because they knew that we'd be ready for them in London. If they came to London, we will not tire. Many of us from different organizations, Yoruba Nation, the people for Yoruba, Biafrans, the Middle Belt, and those who are still supporting the contraption to some extent. But we would all be shouting that he has to go back. And what is galling is that we have no healthcare in contraption Nigeria, but he wants to come and benefit from one here. We say no more. And it's time for us. The best way is to dismantle contraption Nigeria. They will not allow us to have, here's one thing I want you to remember. They will not allow us to have healthcare in Nigeria, in the south. They won't allow us to have healthcare in the south because they want to take it over. They will never. So those of you who believe in one Nigeria will never allow Southerners to have good roads. Why is it they build roads, rail tracks from the north to Niger? They build refinery 260 kilometers out in Niger. But we who need the oil in the south, we don't have our own refinery. What does that tell you? They want to control and dominate. In fact, they are wasting our resources. We should be having a refinery right next to where the oil is being extracted to minimize costs. But no. These are why I'm telling you, one Nigeria is a fraud. Do everything in your power now to expose this fraud. Again, I keep telling you all, this is information that you need to have. The decree may be cited as a Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree 1999. That is what we're still being ruled by till today. Never mind Ahmed Lawal, who they talk about. It's a fraud. At any point, the government can decide to impose martial law. At any point. I'm telling you, be watching out for it now. At any point from here on, they can impose martial law. And that document that I've just showed you gives them the power. That document I'm showing you gives them the power to impose martial law, and there's nothing you can do about it. The only thing we can do is to dismantle it. That's why we must play no part in contraption Nigeria. At any moment, they can impose martial law. Because we are not a democracy. We are not a democracy. They will try and play a game. They say, we're suspending the democracy. It's all a game. It's all a game. We have never been a democracy. And I want you all to be aware of that. We need to be very aware of that fact. And now, we must make sure that there is no 2023 elections. There can never be elections on this fraud. Are you prepared to have elections on a decree? Yes or no? Are you prepared to have elections based on this decree, 1999 decree? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now that you know that we have a decree, are you prepared to have elections? Because I'm not prepared to have elections on this based on this fraudulent decree. I'm not. And I'm sure likewise for you. Oh, Sua Degboke. Are you prepared to go for elections? I know, I'm sure you mean no. I'm sure you mean no. I'm sure you mean no. I'm sure you don't mean that you want us to have elections based on this decree. I'm sure you don't mean that. Suade Adegoke. I'm sure you don't mean that. So we cannot have an election based on this. We cannot. Exactly. Monso Adigo, thank you. So it has to be no. We cannot have 2023 elections based on this fraud. And we cannot, nobody should come and talk to you. Anybody telling you to vote for elections based on this decree, they are liars, they are crooks, they are fraudsters. It's a fraud. Point this to them. Every single member of House of Parliament and House of Reps and Senator and ministers, point this out. The decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tell them that this is a decree. Why are you telling me to support a decree? Ask them the question. Why? Start asking them that question. We need to be calling them out. Each and every member of this government, we need to call them out. Exactly. No. That is why we cannot have elections. Now that you know this fact, go out there, share it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do something. I'm going to sing the national anthem, and then I'll wrap this up. But I want to thank you all, of course, as ever, for supporting this discussion, this hour. I know it's taking some time, but let me see if I can get the national anthem out, see if I can get some things out there, and let me see. 1 second, as I'm doing this. Please subscribe to us on Citizen AY on YouTube and Oduduwa TV Radio, Lady Best, Omabala. No, subscribe to all of us there. Donate what you can to Oduduwa TV Radio. The account number is there. Let's get the 1 second. I want to get the song out, then we can wrap up. It just took me some time to get this done today, but I hope this has been of benefit to you. Be very, very clear. Sorry about that. Trying to find the song. Sorry about that. I have it somewhere. Sometimes you're trying to get things on and you forget. So where are we now? Where are we? Sorry about that. Let me just go manage videos. So 1 second. I'm just going to get the song out. 1 second, please. Give me a minute. I'll get it done the other way. Sometimes you get tired and you're not too with it. But hang on. Okay. So let me just get this done and I'll bring it back and then we can sing it together and we can close the show. But I want to thank you all. Let me have a look. Okay. 1 second. So 1 second. Okay. Skip out. Okay. Now let's do this now. So we'll close out with the Yoruba national anthem. Goes like this. Join us if you can. Iṣẹ́ wa fún ẹwà. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀.
If you want to track 10 to 50 new online...
I thank you all for watching. Thank you for watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please don't forget, I want you all to never leave this away from your mind. We are being ruled by a military decree. They said it in black and white. It says, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Promulgation Decree 1999. This is one of the greatest fraud ever perfected on us, particularly if you are Southerners. Those of you who are telling you we are all one, it is not. What they call one Nigeria is the Fulanis, a government for the Fulanis by the Fulanis at the expense of you as a Southerner. This is a decree meant to impose oppression and suppression of the people of the South, denying us our access to our resources. Enough of this nonsense. We need to dismantle contraption Nigeria. Please sign that petition. Please sign that petition. It is up here. I'll bring it here again. Demand referendum. Go on the NINA's website today. Don't leave it till tomorrow. Now, tell your family and friends they must sign it. They need to sign it. We need to dismantle this thing conclusively. This is enough. We've had enough of this nonsense. Please go to the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination website. Demand referendum. Fill it in. Sign it. Leave your name. Tell your family and friends. Those of us in diaspora of immense importance. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I will bring this broadcast to an end at this point. Thank you for joining me. I'll be talking later on. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye. Apologies. Here is the information that I wanted to give you again. Please click on the Nina's link, subscribe to it, and fill it in as ever. Thank you very much and goodbye.